She was one of these, less than smart women who moved to.
There was a point where I couldn't explain my headaches,
That while it's deteriorating, and you realize the residual effect. And for her,
dealing with your cheating ex-husband is one thing, but having to deal with his mistress is a whole different level. Wendy Williams is not only facing a case filed against her by Kevin Hunter, but Sharina, Kevin's mistress, and the one that caused Wendy and Kevin's marriage to fall apart, had the audacity to get into the picture and make the story messier than it already is.
It was painful. It was very painful. It was trying.
Me able to tell my testimony. I am here to save lives.
I mean, I don't know how they're raising the daughter journey.
Rumor has it that Sharina is determined to continue living a lavish lifestyle, even though everyone already knows that they're just trying to extort money from Wendy. Well, Wendy's fans and supporters are not missing the chance to call out Sharina whenever she throws subtle shades toward Wendy. To think that she and Kevin are at fault, and yet they have the nerve to continue using Wendy.
My alimony for all three of them is on time every month.
Because of her absolute state and the people that were advising her.
When Wendy filed for divorce, she's also never holding back everything that she has to say to Kevin and Sharina, exposing them of the things that they did behind her back. If you can recall, she was quiet about this affair when she was still together with Kevin, but then she let it all out when she decided to leave him. People have been pointing out about Kevin's intentions before already. They already mentioned that he was just probably in the relationship because he wants to use Wendy's money. Many people called him a gold digger even before, and right now, Kevin and Sharina are proving that some of these accusations about them are true.
I just felt like this wasn't for me, that
and I'm just crying and having a good old time in my own head.
Come on, Kevin and Sharina's affair have been going on for years already. Both of them had already benefited from Wendy's money even when she was still together with Kevin. Sharina Hudson, on the other hand, must have gotten used to getting money so easily that she would not stop until Wendy continued to pay alimony again. To think that all the businesses that she started all seemed to fail and did not give her the success that she was aiming for, she just wanted to have money even though she was not working for it. In their case, both Kevin and her are getting this money through Wendy, but not until Wendy stopped giving them alimony.
they callously. No, let me rewind that back.
And I, being the girl about town, popular on the radio at that time.
Wendy should have done this a long time ago, but I guess karma has its own ways of getting back to people who deserve it. Remember when Kevin Hunter used Wendy's money to buy his mistress a house? Yep, you've heard that right. This was revealed by Wendy, and she even added that this house was only a few miles away from the house where she and Kevin used to live together. It is also possible that Wendy would still stay with Kevin if she did not find out that Sharina was pregnant. If you think that she found this out through news and reports, then the truth is that Wendy hired a private investigator to uncover the truth.
They would have just said, just leave. And I'm like,
Wanted to position that show behind Wendy because Wendy was so strong. So now.
Yes, Wendy had also been calling out and shading Kevin and Sharina ever since the divorce, but everything that she said about them is true. Wendy also endured and went through a lot because of these two. Sharina surely loved it when Kevin was capable of spoiling her with the things that she wanted and a lavish lifestyle that she got used to. Now that Kevin has no decent job and has no other source of income that we know of, would he still be able to continue supporting Sharina and their child? Many are already speculating that once Kevin completely goes broke, Sharina would eventually leave him. But before we continue, if you love Wendy Williams and want to see more videos about her, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel because I will always keep you updated on her life. Now, going back to the video, Kevin must have already thought about Sharina leaving him as well. That could also be the reason why Kevin decided to file the case against Wendy to force her to continue paying alimony. That way, he would still be able to give Sharina the lifestyle that she wants. But what would happen if Wendy had more information to drop that will drag and take them down? I guess they're looking forward so much to winning this case that they have not thought of that so far. To say that they're not being smart with their decisions and moves is an understatement.
we're in this generation where we want to be more healthy. We want to be more...
Unlike people feel as though I am with Kevin, it took me...
If you're wondering what is the reason why Wendy is no longer giving them alimony, and if she is even allowed to do that, then let me tell you the story about that. So in their settlement agreement, Wendy is required to pay Kevin alimony. Wendy had talked about this in one of her interviews. She even said that she's paying them every month on time. But in their agreement, there are some limitations that Kevin is conveniently forgetting. Both of them agree that when Wendy's contract is terminated, she is allowed to modify or even stop paying altogether the severance pay. Now, we all know the Wendy show already got cancelled because she had been unable to film for the Wendy Williams show for quite a while because of her health issues. Her attorney even made a statement about this, saying that Wendy is not working for any other TV shows that pay her the same amount. Even though Wendy's lawyer had made this clear, Kevin is still determined to get more money from Wendy.
Nobody again to talk to, but the times now were even deeper than they ever were in my life.
And when you're in a situation where you're busy trying to divide and conquer.
Now, whether Wendy and her team just saw this opportunity and is just using this to their advantage, we still support her for that because she should not even be giving them a single dime anymore. They must have saved so much from the alimony and the money that they got from her when Kevin and Wendy were still together. But I guess it will never be enough for greedy people like them. Even though a lot of people are telling them to get a job, they still decided to extort money from Wendy.
Yes!
Okay.
They're not apart. I mean,
It was like any other divorce, sans all of the drama.
I mean, they've been doing this for a very long time to finance their needs, so they're not stopping anytime soon. Can we also talk about the fact that Wendy had a relapse when she found out about Sharina being pregnant? She was already battling with Graves' disease and her mental and physical health just became worse because of this. At this point, I do not think that Kevin and Sharina even have a conscience. They only focus on getting more money from Wendy without thinking about her current situation. As we all know, Wendy completed rehab and reports say that she's already getting better. For sure, we will be seeing and hearing a lot more about this issue once she returns. Are you also excited about Wendy's podcast? If so, what are the things that you want her to talk about? I would love to know, so comment your thoughts down below. Like what I've mentioned, Kevin already filed a case against Wendy, claiming that he would soon face foreclosure of his home if Wendy continued to not give him money. He also stated that he was behind on most of his bills and that he had to undergo a hip surgery, which he would not be able to do if he had no money. For many people, this is just Kevin's way to extort more money from Wendy. Rumor has it that Kevin is not really broke and that he was just pretending to be. Maybe because he wants to gain public sympathy? I mean, he still doesn't get it, huh?
Hey Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, very well, thanks.
That's good.
People already hate him and people already know what kind of person he is. He must change his antics and try to find a decent job instead. Ever since Wendy got him fired in the show, he just continuously leeched off her. Of course, Sharina is also benefiting from this money. Where else do you think she would get the money to continue a lifestyle that she cannot even afford? If Kevin is really not broke though, then where do you guys think he's getting this money? What could possibly be his other source of income? It is also possible though that he was able to save so much money from everything that he extorted and received from Wendy. Have you seen one of Kevin's recent interviews for a podcast? Kevin referred to himself as the king behind the purple chair of power. Obviously, the purple chair of power is Wendy's popular chair in the Wendy Williams show. I mean, I'm not alone in thinking that it was one hilarious title. Also, why would he even think that when people no longer care about him when Wendy decided to leave him? Wendy is still here and many people are still waiting and looking forward to her return. But look at him and Sharina. People do not want anything to do with him. If he thinks that he was so great to make Wendy successful, then why does he not have a job right now? Why is he relying on Wendy for his and his little family's financial needs? I guess people do not want to work with him anymore knowing what kind of person he is. I've also mentioned it earlier about Sharina throwing some shade to Wendy. She's often dropping some jabs about Wendy in her Instagram account. Many, of course, were quick to pick up on this. She was not being subtle about this anyway. Also, there is a big possibility that Kevin only pursued this case because she was being pressured by Sharina. We might not be able to see her directly trying to extort money from Wendy, but we sure know women like her. If it was okay for her to become a mistress for all those years just to enjoy being spoiled, then she actually does not care about what other people have to say about how wrong her behavior is. Sharina also played a huge role in the falling out of Kevin and Wendy's marriage. Although we all know that their marriage was far from being perfect, we can still see how they wrecked Wendy through all the things that they did behind her back. We all hope that Wendy continues to not give them money and let them find their own way to support their new family. What kind of people do this anyway? Relying on your ex-wife for financial support? I guess we just have to wait for Wendy's return and see what else she has on this pair. She surely is not happy with the case, but I bet that she's also thinking the same thing as most of us, that Kevin and Sharina are just being pathetic and pulling off this act. Can someone tell them that this is getting tiring and we all know what their intentions are? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out these videos.